into the rift. And for what very well... I'll hold that though. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's got some bounce to it. Let's go G2 Fanatic. Let's go G2 Fanatic. Oh man. Well, we're sampling that at some opportunity, thank you. The G2 fans are not stopping, you can understand why, but remember, it's not just these two teams, their history, their pride that is on the line in this game. We're still playing to lock playoffs positions. And TSM is once again united people underneath the banner of esports tradition. But remember, G2 win, it actually locks MAD into playoffs. If Fnatic win, not a single team is locked. And we only got 3 days left to play.
Yeah, and if Fnatic win, they'll be tied with G2. Actually, interesting, Wunder's gone for the Airy Jarvan. Now, there was, I believe, cooldown reduction on the E, and you used to play like Airy Jarvan supports with E poke. I wonder if
you can
that's some
E
kind
the
of tech.
Sejuani passive off, so she never can actually all-in you with the extra armor and MR.
Can indeed. So let's look at what's happening in the game. Wards on opposite buffs. G2 no Razork starting blue. Fnatic no Jankos is starting red. Both junglers expected to be pathing down. And bot lane matchup tells you why. When there's a Draven down there and a Renata, they want to push, they want to have their jungler around, they want to zone Fnatic away as much as possible. Top side fighting will happen around Herald, you expect. And there's the poke from Wunder. It is an E start into just poking him out with Airy, maybe a Scorch or something as well. Has mana flow too. Yeah, he does have the Scorch, and he wants to try and chunk Broken Blade out as much as possible. Who's running the second wind, which got nerfed, of course. Potions too.
I like this. This is good use of the Jarvan buffs, obviously just proccing the passive, walking in and out with the basic autos, and using the Scorch buffs as well. It's a little thing, buffing a rune like Scorch, but it adds up over the course of a long lane phase.
Yeah, just finishing up on the runes. You might be wondering why, you know, Azir's running Conquer here. It's really good into melee champs. You know, you see Ryze with Conquer into Galio. LeBlanc sometimes runs it as well. Azir running it into the 3 melee beefy champs that G2 are running. And both junglers now going towards the bot side river. Jankos actually finishes up the Wolves and Gromp, skips the blue, and is now around mid where Caps has the push. Jankos going to try to stack up that passive. Wants to invade Razork. Red buff already dead. Razork smartly did red into Raptors rather than Raptors into red. If he did that, then he would have got caught off guard here and would have died. So G2 can't find anything. Could look for the Krugs, but Jankos can't ward over and jump. So G2 early, a little bit of aggression. Don't actually get anything. Not even a single ward in the bot side jungle.
And credit to the Fnatic bottom lane for just backing off there, for not risking anything, for not overstaying, similar to Razork just moving up on the top side. I was ready to see Upset go for something else, super aggressive, something potentially greedy against the Draven, and just bet it all on what would be a very volatile bot lane. But instead he took a back foot, he took the Ezreal. Now he has to play back as well. See how many stacks Flag can get, something always have to keep our eye on. As Razork is set up on the top side of the map, Wunder ready with a Flag and Drag potentially. Broken Blade passive up for now. It does take about a second and a half before it fades away.
His ward just came up as well, so he might want to drop it. Not sure if it just came up, but it just came out of the gray zone. Now, Broken Blade, yeah, there it is. He's going to drop it on the Krugs. Razork, does he get it? No, he doesn't. So it's a bit more difficult to do these Krugs. Can't really play with information. Good read of the map there by Broken Blade. And the reason they know this is happening is because earlier on when the 3-man went into the bot side, if Razork's not bot side, he's top side, then they're trading crabs. So you have to be careful top. Let the wave come into you. Jankos doesn't want to match. Nothing happens in the early stages. The Draven and Renata need jungle support because they want to keep pushing and trading. Whereas the Ezreal lane, you can just kind of leave on an island a lot. Razork can opt to go top because the 3v3 is losing. And if they don't know where you are, then you can surprise top gank while they're safe in a lane like this. So it looks like Fnatic are getting at the bounce. CS leads towards Upset for now while the wave crashes. TP back for Broken Blade. Wunder has saved his TP. See if they can impact the map later on.
Those little advantages will start to add up, and again, Fnatic avoiding a gank on the bottom side, Broken Blade avoiding a gank on the top side just feels like a trade of plays.
And the TP advantage can be used in lane swaps, but now Caps is going on to Humanoid.
Humanoid, locked up, has to dash into safety. Flash dash out to safety. This is going to be rough. Jankos on the way in, has the flash ready, can flash over the wall, but Razork in the area. Humanoid will just get deleted.
He has to block the chain.
This is so difficult. Has to block the chain. He's also a level down. The rest of the team now on the way. Hillsang command. Can they try to turn this one? Fnatic, this is definitely not the fight that they were looking for. Targamas on the way down too. Handshake goes wide. Just a single kill over the side of G2.
So much kill pressure in mid. All Caps has to do is dash onto Humanoid, and the problem Humanoid has there was Caps was between Humanoid and the Soldier, so he couldn't dash through it. He had to flash first, and I don't think he had mana to reposition them. He used the Q already. Now Jankos is going to start up the Drake. Humanoid's lost flash. He's going to get traded on again. Caps really aggressive here. Going to force a little bit of mana out of him, and with the Sork Shoe stun, that's going to hurt, but the little extra mobility should help him survive future ganks. Drake over to G2.
Man advantage humanoid in the mid lane, but the first Drake starting it off with the Draven style as a Pantheon, always a little bit threatening. These new Infernals feel so much more impactful, and it was this ward right here.
But it's pinged from topside, and you question mark pinged it as well. Look at the minimap. So Fnatic know that someone's there, and it's probably Jankos. It has to be Jankos, but then he dies anyway. Here he tries to flash over Caps to get his extra dash from his shoulders. Look at Razork. He's level 3. What the hell is he supposed to do here? Only thing he can do is block. Now we've got a bot dive coming on Flakke to stack the wave. Hylissang really low HP. Flash auto.
Flash in the auto, the cash in. Upset. They're swapping aggro.
Caps is here too.
3 more creeps.
Does Wunder TP?
Flack in. They're willing to do it all just to get the kill, but no Targamas takes it a trade back.
Oh, he's alive. The minion! Upset gets a kill back, but Draven gets one. Renata gets one as well. Wunder didn't TP bot. He could have, but he looked at it and he said 1v3, no chance I can do anything there. I'm just going to TP top and catch the wave. Played over to G2. This is exactly how they want to play the game. Stack waves, get Caps down here, get Jankos down here, force these dives. And no response from Fnatic. Razork just on the back foot this game.
1-3 the kill score. When we take a look back at this one, fortunate for Fnatic, they're able to get this kill on Jankos courtesy of the minions, but so hard to play this out.
Here, look at Wunder on the minimap. He's basing. Maybe he could cancel in TP in, but maybe he thought there's nothing to do there. And by the time he's finished his base, he could TP in now to save Upset, but maybe he just knew that Jankos would die, or it's just not worth it in the end. Another 5 Caps looking for Razork.
That's a level 4 Razork. He's such a squishy monkey. Level 4 running for his life. He's down. Hylissang trying to get out to safety as well. Going to donate the kill over to Jankos. Upset stepping forward, but it's a slaughter on the bottom side of the map.
G2 are ruthless. They're just running at them. They find their prey and they strike, and we've criticized their early games a little bit over the last few weeks, but when you're playing Pantheon, Sylas, Draven, the only way is forwards. Take any fight you can get. 4 kills so far to G2. Broken Blade looks like he's actually fighting back a bit in this top matchup. Fnatic want to slow this game the hell down.
Certainly something that's going to be difficult. Have to see what more we can get out of the Jarvan, especially now that he's ticked over to level 6, but Razork's so far behind. It's the Wukong ult that we're waiting for to make these big, impactful plays. So difficult to play the early game out against the Pantheon, something we've seen internationally, something we've seen in the LPL, how impressive the champion can be early on. But the fact that Caps is getting out of lane so early, the fact that the Draven cashed in so early is a devastating blow to Fnatic's early game plans. Again, we knew that they wanted to hold on, they wanted to survive the early game, but things going so quickly in G2's favor early on is a bad sign of things to come.
Herald spawned. G2 incredibly strong 3v3 topside. I think they can just start this up. As much as this pink will spot Jankos, Razork can't match this. Not even level 6 on the Wukong yet. Wonder maybe can get a ward down here to spot that they're starting this, but their response is nothing really. They can't dive bot. Humanoids under tower. Wunder can't contest this 1v2. Caps just has to hover. So first Drake to G2. First Herald to G2. So much gold on this Herald on this new patch. Scaling for Fnatic.
And my question to those of you who are in the Discord, we've heard what the audience has to say. Weighted now in the favor of G2 is your opportunity to vote. Who will win? Vote now on Discord. And of course, Fnatic, their back is against the wall. So my question to you, Fnatic fans, is do you believe that Fnatic can weather the storm? Vote now on discord.lec.gg. Hylissang going a bit wide there. Flack at level 6.
Really?
No, that is not what you want to do. Money in the bank. My man Flack is
wants it again.
Out of control.
No flash. Wunder's here. What the? Wunder's lane ganking this. Flack no flash. If he can get him in the Cataclysm, he'll die.
EQ Cataclysm. Here comes the Wukong. They want to shut this man down, but there it is. They're going to start hitting each other. They're going berserk. Flack is still standing for now. They are able to shut him down.
G2 pushing in top though, loads of plates going over to Broken Blade. Jankos hasn't even used the Herald yet. This is a good play by Wunder. He knows that sitting in top lane is not going to win in this game. His 3v3, his 4v4 bot side is all losing. Bad positions, losing game state. Just sacrifice my lane, go bot and get a kill onto this Draven. For God's sakes, he's going to lose 3 plates, maybe even 4. So he's going to lose the side lane, but at least he's keeping Fnatic in it.
Fnatic definitely in it. It feels like a glimmer of hope, something to hold on to, but the Draven's still scary. Shutdown definitely nice to have, but we'll have to see how it progresses as we move further. For now, fans weighted heavily online, at least in the favor of G2. We'll check in again as the game moves forward, but this is a big early game lead. Draven, we've seen it if you play it cleanly, just takes over games completely. And Flack, well, he's got the goal to take things over. 1.1k individually. No doubt in my mind that he is #1 in this game at this particular moment.
He is indeed. Oh, Broken Blade looking for Wunder here. Jankos is around. He can chain CC here with the ult if he wants to. Is he going to toss it? Yes, he is. Jankos is here.
Safety, but it's not enough. It was a good attempt.
Oh, Fanatic.
Kill going down. Lockup now coming out. Flash out to safety. Flacket exhausted. Knockup coming in. Caps off to the backside. They're now on the retreat. Razork going away. Getting some summoner spells out as Targamas is forced to flash.
Razork, no ult, Upset and Humanoid both on their respective waves, so it's a 2v3. They can't commit to it. Not enough damage. Can they take away this blue? Jankos showed topside, but he's based and he's back on the bot side of the map. He still has the Herald in his back pocket, and he still has the ultimate, so Fnatic have no real play left. They can't dive bot. Drake's up in 1 second. Can they fight? That is the question. Hylissang just lost his ult. Broken Blade gonna get a full top tower, and he's gonna feel good about it.
Playing to the crowd, playing to the audience. You can see the early lane phase, the early trades, not looking too bad, but Wonder forced to move down to the bottom side to support, to try to bail his bottom lane out after a little bit of disaster there, and it's put him quite far behind. 1.7k individually, massive for the Sejuani, because even if Jarvan can handle himself, it's going to be so hard for the Ezreal to do anything in this game with Broken Blade as tanky as he is already.
Yeah, I think Wunder regrets roaming bot now. Lost his whole tower and bot lane, still not winning. That's the biggest problem he's running into. There's the Herald, more gold to Flacket. Will have his Mythic in base easily. I don't think they can get the full tower though. Just a few blades onto Flacket.
Charge coming in. Sound of Sue's echo through the audience. And soon, maybe we see a dragon attempted.
Yeah.
And so far, we get this, and this is the thing about G2 Fnatic games. You get these nail-biting back and forths, where you get these one-sided massacres. And so far, we are on schedule for a massacre. That said, every time I have believed that in the past, one of these teams has made a miracle comeback, has found that opportunity, that singular moment to turn things around. As we check the gold again, courtesy of Santander, you can see that things are very much weighted in the favor of G2. 5k gold lead at 12 minutes is absolutely massive across all of their lanes. Really only caps in about an even position with Humanoid.
I think G2 can look to start up this dragon soon. They force Humanoid out. Caps is back in lane. Can get this next mid wave in, start up this dragon. Happy days. The only thing they've lost is bot push, but I don't think they'll worry too much about that because Broken Blade is hovering around the bot side of the map. No Unleashed teleport just yet, so Fnatic 4v5 if they want to engage this because they know Broken Blade's missing from top. So they're going to have to give this one up. We'll see what soul it's going to be. Hex tech would be wonderful for G2. Mountain as well. But that bot tower with 1 plate left will fall soon as well. G2 just need to carry on and keep up this mid to bot. We'll see if Broken Blade TP's back top here to catch the wave. Or if he stays to force this bot dive. He has 2 options. Base and TP top. Or try to force a bot dive and get this tower. He's thinking about it.
Taking the time. G2 debating what the options they have. It looks like probably just a TP back to top lane. Trying to make sure that Wonder doesn't get any gold back. Debating if they can hard try to snowball the bot side of the map, but don't want to take the risk. Again, Ezreal and Rakan hyper-mobile, especially now that they've made it past those first few levels. Upset with the flash as well. As it is Exhaust Ignite on Hylissang. I did not mention that earlier. It is Exhaust Ignite on Hylissang.
Full lane. I remember, I think he did that against Gen G World 2020
Super
with,
Saiyan Hylissang.
With Reckless, where they were just murdering every bot lane. Massive throwback there. Looks like Broken Blade won't TP back top. He's just going to save it. Unleash teleports up soon anyway, and he lost the wave because he cancelled his base. So now G2 still have their eyes on that bot tier 1. What do Fnatic have their eyes on is the question. No neutrals. They could try to defend this bot play with Wunder being around, but then Broken Blade will TP in. Can't really get onto Caps because he has a lot of vision to work with now that Targamas has come out of base. And he's quite mobile as well, with Jankos hovering around the bot side. But Wunder maybe calling for a bot play here. Trying to just engage before Broken Blade can respond. Jankos might face check into them.
Going forward, Jankos about to get cut down on that E-phase way. He's such a squishy boy. The Gore Drinker buys him a bit of time, but not enough. Good pick from Fnatic. Good heads-up play. TP down to the bottom side by Broken Blade, trying to make sure Fnatic cannot push for anything else.
They didn't see Broken Blade yet, though. They just question mark ping the top side jungle. They're not sure if he's TP'd in. Hilly's going to check, and they see him. Can they get out, though? No flash.
Trying to leap out to safety, dash away. The ulti's still going to connect as he steps backwards. Hylissang now dashing back again with the battle dance. Both stacks used. They're all out of mobility, but that tower is so low.
The tower will die, but this is actually pretty good for Fnatic. They get the shutdown, but they also get Broken Blade's TP, which means Wunder can catch this top wave safely. And he will be able to get back even in levels with Broken Blade, push out the wave, make him have to respond, and we'll see if they can use this TP advantage. Looks like Humanoid's building towards the crown. Try to survive up. Need to get these mythics complete here for Fnatic. With the Herald spawning again soon. Extremely tanky. A lot of local gold. I think G2 will contest. Flacket has a Gale Force on Draven.
Yep. So usually you see Gale Force or Eclipse. Kabe went a bit off the rails yesterday and went for the Kraken Slayer. Eclipse is the one that we're very used to, but when people do opt for one of the crit items, usually it is this one. Sometimes you see the other options. Trust me, I was shocked by the Kraken Slayer yesterday, and I had to double check. So,
yeah, just looking here, it's always Shield Bow or Eclipse. I'm looking at all the builds from all the pro players around the world, from Deft to Patrick, all around the world. It just looks like Gale Force is the only one being built by Flacket.
Every game, Flacket like clockwork.
Loves his Gale Force Draven, but doesn't seem anyone else is really doing it. So Herald picked up, get the buff, guys. And I think they're going to try to put that mid. Caps is now top, 4 people around mid. Broken Blade doesn't have TP up yet, but he needs to start farming up.
Yeah, while you and me are in a fist fight about itemization over here on our little monitor. G2 taking another Herald, obviously massive for the team. See if they can just continue pushing. I'm just so scared of this Draven. He is already so far ahead of the curve. Good news is, Upset's playing Ezreal. Ezreal, one of the champions who just gets to cheat so much mid lane priority by just ulting every wave. He can Q-poke from longer range, and while he's a little bit behind, definitely has a lot of passive, just mid lane control by being the champion that he is. Yeah,
the only thing that's bad about G2's comp is it's very reliant on being ahead, and it's very reliant on diving onto carries. You know, Sylas, Pantheon, Sejuani, if they screw up their dive or the enemy team has items that can match theirs, then they're just going to get melted in a brawl by Azir. Pushed back, Wukong knocks them all up, Ezreal and Azir chop them down. But the fact that they're ahead means that they can force so hard that Fnatic don't really have the items to fight back yet, because first they need to build damage, then they can go towards, you know, Frozen Hearts, Zhonya's defensive items, whatever the hell they want. But for now, it's all G2. Any fight that kicks off, G2 should just be able to put their heads against the wall, just run at Fnatic, and they will fall. So Fnatic just want to slow this game down. Cloud Soul is great because they can afford to give that up. It's just when Baron spawns, I think the game will get really tricky for Fnatic. No real objectives left for G2 to take unless they want to herald this mid tower.
Yeah. And sadly for Fnatic, they're not feeling safe at all. I mean, the speculation around whether or not they're going to make playoffs, we can take a look at what's coming up for them. Really need to find a win here. Astralis, after today, can't even really put them in the easy opponent category. Don't know what to expect from them anymore, and certainly Misfits stepping up in Vitality, while today was a bit lackluster. Another strong contender to be reckoned with. It is not an easy road for Fnatic whatsoever, and it feels like hope starts to dwindle if they lose here. Still a chance, of course, not eliminated, but something to keep your eye on.
Everyone can beat everyone, really, can't they? You have no clue who's going to take the game. 30 seconds on this next dragon. It looks like Fnatic have some kind of setup to contest it. If G2 are walking into them, but they have vision first, and they can try to poke them out. Ezreal, Azir can poke them a little bit. Wunder and Razork have really good peel in terms of knock-up. It's just about G2 calling the same target, getting the Sejuani ult, getting Caps on top of them. He can take a Wukong ult or a Rakan ult to help the team fight. But G2 have now found their way into River. Caps is going to TP in. They really want to force this. Fnatic actually look like they want to fight back.
5k deficit. Maybe feel like they're strong enough to make this happen. A lot can come down to the AoE CC that this team composition is packing, but you really have to keep your eyes on Flacket. And Caps especially, level 12. They're looking like a big threat.
Can they kill this Herald?
I think that they might be able to. Caps going over the wall looking for a fight, finish for something. Hylissang locked up, that's disastrous. They're just going to kill him before the fight even starts. That's big. That's the main form of engage. Now the Renata ult to back things up. Charmed but taken down. G2 absolutely slaughtering. They can't even stop the Herald now. They spent so much time in the middle of the skirmish. The Herald's connected. Here comes Jankos. Spartan level performance here. The stun, the lockup now pushed back into the tower. Broken Blade going to be in trouble. Fnatic trying to find a kill back, trying to find these shutdowns, trying to find a little bit of gold. Razork now on a killing spree as G2 break down the mid lane tower, but it is still all G2 as they turn their sights towards the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, Fnatic think they're strong enough to take the fight, but it's G2 who initiates straight away. Caps goes over the wall with the chain, and Broken Blade lands the ult onto Hylissang. He has a little bit of tenacity, but the pullback stops him from getting away. And with that main engage down, Wunder's the only follow-up, and he has to engage to peel for his carries. TP coming in. Fnatic aren't done here. Can Razork get it?
Psycho,
yes, he can!
He's just waiting in the back of the pit. Flacken's all out of mana. Keep your eyes on Flacken. They're trying to finish him off, and now it's Jankos.
No flash. No flash.
He has no opportunity. Fnatic
here
trying
comes
to fight their way out of the deficit. Knocked up Caps. The Emperor's Divine, not enough. He will not get another kill. A redemption moment for Fnatic as they hold on to hope. Flacken and Targamas running.
Flacken, no flash. Upset's feeling it. TP coming in from Broken Blade. They want to dive. There's no way.
For an opportunity to turn the game in their favor. Broken Blade TPing. Stopping that hope for now. But a massive, massive play for the side of Fnatic.
They'll take anything at this point. 2 kills over to Fnatic. And it all starts off with Caps using the chain over the wall and Broken Blade following up. Initially lands onto Wunder, but because he EQs away, the next target in that line is Hylissang. Connects onto him. He can't dash away because of the pullback, the handshake from the Renata. Caps just runs through everyone with the Rakan ult. Now Wunder thinks he has to engage here because he's going to get Renata ulted anyway. And then G2 maybe overchasing a bit here. Jankos very lucky to not get hit by the shuffle by Humanoid. Manages to flash it just last second. Turns into a 2-for-1, but Fnatic, with the health bars of G2, are not done. They know they have a lot of time left to work with because the Dragon is so tanky. They can TP back in. Razork confident enough to steal it. Another 2 kills to Fnatic.
Yeah, the steal here big. Even without it, you feel like this was still a good play, but credit to the side of Fnatic. They didn't burn any major cooldowns in that last fight because they didn't really have the opportunity to fight. So Hylissang coming in out of nowhere here after getting picked off in the earlier fight. Now the difference maker to make sure that Caps gets locked down, knocked up, charmed. Easy follow-up there, and it takes the team TP from Broken Blade to stop Fnatic from diving any further. Upset, looking like a man possessed. Blood in his eyes. Got disrespected in that landing phase, struggled early on, looking for his redemption. As Targamas is caught up, handshake now comes out. Hylissang, the rest of the team on the retreat. Razork forced to ulti just to get out to safety. G2 do not want to slow down the pace of this game anymore. They know what Fnatic need to do to win, and it is stall.
Every single kill over to Fnatic stings to G2 because the amount of scaling that they have, the range that they have, the peel that they have, any resources they get, G2 just kind of want to strangle them, make sure they can't really leave their base. They can force objectives, turn on them the second they try to walk up, but Fnatic have room to breathe, they have space to work with. They can actually get vision around this Baron. They have vision in the lane to spot out Caps, who will sweep it. Smart sweeper there by Caps. Sneaky wards by Hilly. We'll see if G2 can sweep that out when Targamas comes from base. And I think, yes, Broken Blade will still win the side lane. But Fnatic are able to hold on. They've stopped the Soul for another 7-8 minutes. And G2 will look to force again around the next neutral objective.
And it's wild to think about how many times we've watched this exact matchup unfold in similarly dramatic fashion. 80 games these teams have played against each other. G2 the clear favorites in recent years. For a time it was Fnatic coming through. G2 fans happy with that one. But a lot of pressure, a lot of prestige on the line. Even if you haven't been there for those years, for those rosters, that pressure goes onto you because you see the audience here. You know how big it is cheering for you for a game like this. And it does amount up. It does add up as we push further. And remember that it's not just these two teams and their rivalry. It's also G2 winning locks Mad Lions. Fnatic winning keeps everything open. Not a single team locked with 3 days left to play. 15 games left and not a single team is locked. It's crazy.
Massive brawl. All our teams so close in skill level. A lot of throws, a lot of comebacks, a lot of hero plays from every single team. A lot of individuals too, but now it's Fnatic and G2 who are under the lights. Wave pushed in mid. Fnatic want to take out this tier 1. It looks like they have a bit of time to do so. Can they dive here? It looks like Jankos is going in. Caps is TPing. Broken Blade's flanking Fnatic.
Ready to bet it all. Jankos locked up. Think he's going to fade away. They're going to kill him, but no, he's still standing for now. They need to find a kill. They need to get the reset, but it will not happen. Wonder splitting up the team fight. It's Broken Blade and Caps on one side. Flacken and Targamas the other. Flacken and Targamas. They're in no man's land. They're not a part of this fight. Humanoid now running, but Caps still takes down Upset. Design as he buys time. Flacken. Another cash out. Despite promising size, G2 still too strong, too good at the execution. They will tear through Fnatic.
Fnatic thought they had a little bit of time there to get the mid-tier 1, but G2 collapsed so quickly. Caps TP's in, Broken Blade moves up, and it looked good for a couple seconds because Upset escaped and Hilly was peeling so well, but Caps slams them down, and now they're going to get a Baron.
Incredible play. Fnatic credit to them trying to force something, but it is G2 dominating these plays, dominating these exchanges, low health bars, but it does not matter. 3 members dead on the side of Fnatic. It is their Baron, and we take a look back. The start so good for Fnatic despite Jankos is engaged.
A little bit of overconfidence here. Jankos great ult. Look at Caps, look at Broken Blade on the minimap. They know the flank is coming in, but Jankos maybe a slightly too early ends up dying, but that doesn't matter because Upset gets hit by the ults from Broken Blade, gets hit by the Renato ult. Hilly peels for him, yes, but they managed to take him down in the end with the Q from Caps on the Sylas, pushes the front line back, and that allows Humanoid to be the next target by the bot lane of G2. And once both the carries are down, Fnatic have absolutely no damage left, and they have to run. G2, you can see Flak gets really close to 3 items now. Dragon spawning in 10 seconds. Does Fnatic just fight that one? Their ultimates are coming up soon, but they could also try to look for this top tier 1. Humanoid would have to TP in. I think they can just afford to give this one up for now and just hold on.
Holding on is the name of the game. It's been the name of the game, but it's only getting harder as we get later and later. For now, the Baron power played relatively tame. Humanoid will try to get a tower back, and it looks like should successfully get a tower back. G2's composition not the best at sieging unless they're willing to full-on dive. Don't have the luxury of a super long-range AD carry or a rapid-fire cannon. But in the meantime, Jankos is going to take down the Cloud. G2's 3rd Drake of the game. More movement speed. Definitely something they're happy to have to get onto the backline of Fnatic, but certainly might have preferred something a bit more tangible.
I'm surprised Fnatic don't have objective bounties yet. Maybe after this Dragon they will. They get that top tier 1. Humanoid's going to farm the Krugs. And yeah, the Baron won't net them too much. The next one will be the one that blows the game wide open. They're just waiting for Flak and Infinity Edge. A lot of spikes.
Oh, and I mean, there's so much tension here. I mean, G2 clearly in control. G2 fans feeling good, feeling happy. Fnatic fans, I feel like sweating bullets right now. Knowing that a single mistake, a single wrong engage is probably the game. Especially with the Baron buff backing this team up. Still, 5 minutes till the next Drake, till the potential soul for G2. Broken Blade. Be pretty confident to make these plays, but obviously can't afford to stick around for too long once the passive fades away.
Tanky boy Jankos is going in.
The lockup hits the clone though. Razork still running out to safety.
TP coming in from Wunder. Fnatic want to get out this top wave. They want to defend this tier 2. This is a mistake.
EQ's out to safety. Can go off back in to try to knock him up under the tower. Hylissang off to the side, just going for the single support. Uses the ultimate as well. They need to walk away. Shirelia's now zooming them forward. Targamas getting the setup with Caps, pushing 2 back into the team. Hillsang running against Sadie, but he's got no flash. Another kill for Flacket. The setups left and right.
They have a top wave as well to work with here. G2, 30 seconds left on the Baron. Razork has ult. Here comes the hostile takeover. Razork trying to fight back. Upset.
Back out to safety. Auto-attacking his teammate only once as Razork retreats again. That clone buying him so much time, so much space. For now, it's just a tier 2 tower. Caps and no man.
Oh, yeah, goes.
Keeping it forward. Wonder now trying to turn, but they just don't have any damage. They don't have any follow-up. Only a single kill there. Caps is taken down, traded for Humanoid. Wonder stepping forward. Absolute mad lad. The Gordricker for a brief moment. They're just trying to stall out the Baron. They're falling behind further and further in gold. It's a 3.5k Baron power play, but they will not give up their base.
G2 just dominating this game right now. Every skirmish going in their favor. Razork looking for Jankos here. Needs to be careful. Oh, G2 is still here.
Another clone, but how many times will it take him away? How many times will it buy him safety? For now, still standing.
And he's returned. Upset
off to the side.
They don't want to let G2 get away. They know if they can base here with this 10k gold lead, it's so hard for Fnatic to come back. They want to chase him, get an extra couple kills, maybe tempt G2 in looking for a 4v3. But G2 will be very tame and back away. They will not get sucked into a disadvantageous fight. Razork will get the mid-tier 1 objective bounty, but he's not getting away with his life. His flash is up now. Maybe he can flash over after the W.
Might be safe here. Cloud Rift, extra movement speed, leaps away.
Yeah.
Well played.
He's out. So the game will slow down a little bit now. G2 have lost the Baron buff. No Baron for 2 minutes, no Dragon for 2 minutes 30. But what is Fnatic's next option? There's no real spikes. Voidstaff and Cyril, that's the only things they can look for on their carries to hopefully get through this front line of G2 that's so tanky.
I mean,
but look at Flacket.
Flacket's 3 items, an extra serrated Dirk, and a stopwatch. That man is not going to die in the next fight. And certainly if he does, Caps might be the one left standing because Zanyas is going to be up for the next fight as well. This is going to be incredibly difficult if Fnatic want to fight their way out of this one. And scrappy exchange here as Jankos tries to force the play. And credit to Razork. Good use of the clone so far. Kept him standing.
Kept him standing indeed. Jankos ulted in thinking that would connect, but it's Fnatic who turn here. Very odd. Wunder TP's in. It's very split from Fnatic because Wunder TP's in and runs. Look at Hylissang on the right-hand side of your screen. He W's in with the ult but misses Targamas. So you've got 2 fights on opposite ends that Fnatic can't find an angle for. And then G2 realize that they're missing all of these crucial spells. And Caps just says, let's just go, boys, and sends it straight onto Hilly. No flash, knocks him into his team. And with the numbers advantage, they can press forward. G2 were playing with fire a little bit, going way too deep. Caps and Targamas. Looks like Razork was trying to zone them away and upset and Humanoid reposition after this hostile takeover to dish out damage where it looks like it gets to a point where Fnatic are slightly favored because of how deep they go, but it's Jankos that says no to everything, keeps Caps alive, kills Humanoid, and then Wunder just kind of EQs back in onto Flacket a little bit later on here. I think Upset's probably calling for a kill onto him here, but he just has to flash away. Wunder dies, but maybe they can punish that flash later on.
Something to track. Missing summoner spells cooldown. This is really just Fnatic grasping at anything, any small advantage they can find. Because again, when you look at the gold, you look at the items, 3.5k individual lead from Flacket. This Draven is absolutely massive. Something that has to be feared. But no flash might be enough. Burst him down, chain CC him, and that gold lead is not going to matter at all. That said, the stopwatch there means it is not easy. If you do not perfectly layer your CC, if you do not catch this man off guard, you will not kill him. 4
stopwatchers in G2 right now. I think Targamas has the anathemas on Humanoid. Only real AP damage coming out of Fnatic. G2 going to set up through mid. Baron up in 10. I think they have a game state where they could just start it in turn, but with Dragon up in 30, that should be another free objective to get them their soul. Pretty powerful Cloud Soul on champs like the Pantheon and the Sejuani for gap close. TP's coming in from Humanoid, level 15 on the Azir, close to level 16, has the Void Staff. No Cyrildas on Upset though, he can't TP back, he's running the cleanse. G2 posturing through bot, Caps is going to get this pink ward and look for a flank. Fnatic have to be very aware of it. Broken Blade doesn't get hit by the knock-up, 10 seconds on the Dragon, it will be very, very tanky, so it'll take a while to kill. Blue Orb to spot out Caps on the side, will disappear back into the darkness. They have to mark Caps as long as possible, otherwise Upset will get collapsed on incredibly quickly.
Cloud Drake up. Bounty on its head. Razork stole one. Can he steal another one? Pressure continues to rise. They see Caps on the side, but what are they going to do about it? Level 13 Razork, is he enough to stop him, to dissuade the flank? They're turning. They're focusing on the split single member, trying to zone Caps away.
There goes Wunder.
Wunder now going in. Isolating, zoning, getting a little bit of damage down with the Ezreal. Off to the side, but Fnatic, they're just getting rallied. They're just getting pushed
Here
back. I don't know if they have the damage. Hostile takeover. A lot of
my God.
Caps now going in. It's going to be big. Humanoid still standing. Carry still standing, but Caps determined to take him down. Is he going to die? You can't take him down. No, he goes golden at the last possible second. Caps still standing. Here comes Jankos. Oh, the spark performance they were waiting for. It's a massive fight for G2. It's scrappy, but they ultimately find it. They take the advantage. Upset still standing. It would take a miracle for him to contest this. It should be Soul over to G2. It might just be the game.
Broken Blade's going to TP back in here. Upset only has about 5 seconds of time. Razor, can he find the smite? He has a pink ward in the pit. G2 are aware that he's alive. They're trying to find him.
Can W over the wall. They're just trying to zone him out. They will force him back. That's the Cloud Soul for G2. A 10k lead.
Upset needs to slow them down here. 20 seconds on his solo laners. G2 want to run straight to Baron, so Upset wants to poke them out as much as possible, but he's really low on mana. Caps has TP in 15. This could be a Baron as well as the Soul. Upset versus 4. No mana left. No cleanse to step up. Broken Blade has the ult up in 3. Broken Blade could just toss the ult at Upset here and he will die, so Upset needs to be really careful here.
Playing confident. Again, you're praying for a steal, you're praying for a miracle. A TP into the mid lane, a TP on the backside. Fanatic coming in as well. Upset now leaping backwards. The stun is there. Razor now trying to come in. They're trying to look for the interrupt.
He's going to try to finish it alone. He has no smite.
Upset now taken down. Razor trying to finish it. He's betting on anything, but it's all just falling apart. G2 are just winning the game. Fnatic throwing play after desperate play, but they just fall further and further behind.
Everyone was turning on to Upset, but Razor flashed over the wall into the Baron, and it had 2k HP. He smited it, but then he just ran away, so that's it. There's nothing left. He has another smite, but I think Broken Blade can zone. No, he's going to go for it. He's going to get it.
In. No! This time, Yankos will find the objective, the Cloud Soul. They're so damn fast. So hard for them to run away.
They have to clear the wave.
Rest of them putting up the tower just to try to dash back, but Capsy manages to land it. That's the follow-up. The double pushback! 2 walls, 2 Emperors of Shurima, but who is the last one standing? It is Caps, and it is G2 Esports as they tear through Fnatic, and they look to close the game.
They should be able to end it right here, Dracos. 1 second left on Upset. It's the bot lane of Fnatic, the labeled best bot lane in the West against 5 members of G2 with the G2 army right behind them with the chance. The Starfall's coming in. He's going to zone away Upset here, Yankos. They want more blood.
Locking him up, trying to pull him back to the boundary, but it will not happen. Flacken as godlike. And my God, what's a king to a god? Fnatic falling down in the final moments. There's nothing left for them. It's all ego. It's all fun now for G2
Caps
Esports.
Is gonna die.
I know they've won the game.
He gets out.
G2 taking down Fnatic in a storied rivalry, locking in Mad to the playoffs. A beautiful performance.
All about humanity.